big question I think on everybody's mind is, does this swing the title in Liverpool's favour? I'm going to give my hottest take right now. Before we hop into this video, 90% of you who are watching my content are not subscribed. Thank you for all the support, but please do subscribe, hit the notification bell and enjoy the video. Big news for Liverpool fans. Thiago Alcantara is set to sign. Welcome to the first edition of Transfer Special. I'm joined by a couple, well actually 3 Liverpool fans who are going to just talk me through their emotions, and then I will give you my thoughts come the end of the stream. Everyone is super gassed for this move. 20 million plus 5 million in bonuses, but the cheekiest thing is it's going to be paid over the most stagnated period of time ever. Michael Edwards being the I guess I want to say the stingy guy he is, but I guess nobody cares how stingy a man is when you get a deal like that. Ethan, can you hear me?
Yes, mate, loud and clear.
Awesome. I just want to say, before I say anything else, as soon as you saw this news, what was your reaction?
As soon as I saw this news on the way to work, so we have a WhatsApp group for we all spot Liverpool in it, everyone from work. And someone put in Thiago's done. I goes, nah, no way. So 3 months of speculation. I'm thinking, come on, it's got the money about. Go on there, go on Twitter. James Pearce tweeted that straight away. I thought, I didn't even know. Just I did not know what to do after so long of this draining. It's finally done in such a world-class player like Thiago.
I mean, it's been a while, and I've just said this to the other two guys. It's been a while since Liverpool have bought a player of this type of caliber. Have you ever been this hyped for a deal to come through? Because obviously we knew about Van Dijk, we knew about Salah, we knew about Alisson, but no one in a long time has arrived to Liverpool who's won everything in every country he's been at.
Yeah, like with the Van Dijk, the Salah, the Alisson, when we bought them, they were decent players, not what they are now, world class. But like Thiago, he's been world class ever since Barcelona. We haven't had a player like that caliber come in, I'd say, since at least Torres back in the day.
Yeah.
Atletico. We have not had one since then. And what is going to bring to this team? I'd say we're probably now favourites to win that Prem again.
Oof. That's what I was just about to say. Is your hot take going to be that you think, with Thiago now arriving, considering City's transfer window and everybody else's, maybe Chelsea as well, if people are considering Chelsea as potential title rivals, does this put Liverpool in the front seat to win the title?
I think with Chelsea, they're going to need a year or two to gel with all them players. There's a big half a squad coming in. But City and Liverpool are always going to be up there. United, they're not doing anything this window, so I'm not really worried at the moment. But with us and City, I think, as we just got a bit of leverage now with world-class midfielder around Jordan Henderson, around Fabinho, like players like Van Dijk, Salah, Mane, I just can't see anyone beating us this season, honestly.
As in beating Liverpool at all, or beating Liverpool to the title?
Whoa, wow. We said that last season after Watford. Well, hopefully, I could be wrong and we can go and beat them, but we'll see step by step. Our pre-season hasn't been the best, but that's expected. And I reckon, I was reading as well, like Klopp was pushing for that player. I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
And Edwards masterclass again. I was reading David Maddox's Twitter. Apparently, the instalments are $5 million per year.
Yeah, which is just complete. I mean, I don't want to swear, but it's a bit of a pee take, isn't it? It's gone to Bayern, who have said we want an X amount every single, we want X amount for him, 30 million euros, they said. And he goes there and says, I'll give you 5 million a year, and then I might give you another 5 million if you fancy it. That's absolute madness.
But stuff like back then, see where we are now, just getting players like Thiago, even linked with our club, just shows how far we've come. And I just don't think in the next 3 to 4 years, maybe, unless, while Klopp's there, I think we've got a good chance to win everything.
I'm loving the hot takes, Ethan. I'm loving the hot takes. Final question then. What do you think he does for Liverpool? Aside from pushing them to win the title, considering how strong this team is, it's really difficult to improve a team that's got this much quality. When you bring in someone like Thiago, obviously it's an upgrade. What do you think happens now?
Wow, I think Thiago slots in. For me personally, the midfield this season should be Fabinho, Keita, Thiago. As in Fabinho's the defensive role, and Naby as that attacking, and Thiago as that little playmaker with the assists. Because he's going to get so many assists this season. Because last season, Henderson and Wijnaldum literally didn't get over 5 assists, I don't think.
Yeah.
And I watching Naby Keita at the end of that season, to pre-season, he looks on it this season. That's my player to watch as well.
Okay. Ethan, you sound gassed. I'm absolutely pumped. because this is a deal that I low-key didn't think was going to happen. You know, like when someone just takes the mick. Unreal business. I am joined by a man from California named Will. How's it going on your end? Liverpool closing in on Thiago. So close after all this drama.
I know, it's crazy. You know, I was doing this thing for the past couple of weeks, right, that we all do, trying to play the hype down since it was looking like it was dragging on. Maybe it won't happen. Maybe he's not the right age profile or whatnot. And then I wake up this morning to the news, and it all goes out the window. And I'm so excited about this because, I mean, what a player to sign for any club, and the fact that we've got him, he's going to definitely add to our midfield. It's so exciting just to, like you said, the pull that this club has, the fact that Edwards and Klopp were able to get a player of this quality and add it to the reigning league champions, to the team that made it to back-to-back Champions League finals a couple of years ago, is just crazy.
I can hear the hype in your voice. I feel like you're ready to scream, because I guess Liverpool fans have been waiting for this for such a long time, because there's been all this thing about Liverpool don't have money, and a lot of Liverpool fans have been saying, how do we not have money because other clubs are spending? Is this the biggest signing since someone like Fernando Torres?
I mean, we have made some big signings. I think Salah and Van Dijk were definitely big, but yeah, I mean, when's the last time Liverpool got a player from a club like Munich? Just is still in his peak. I think a lot of our great transfers have been players that were close to that level, but they still need to make that step up. But now we're getting someone that actually is at that level already, and he's coming from the team that just won the European Cup.
What do you think this move signals for Liverpool? Is he, in short, a title-swinging signing? Like, do you think signing Thiago means Liverpool are definitely now the favourites for the title? Or are you keeping your feet on the ground?
A player of this quality just doesn't come around that often, especially for 20 million. And so to be able to have it, just, I think, shows how far we've come, where, we've gotten good players under Klopp, but just now, after 3-4 seasons of real sustained success, we're able to get a player like this and make ourselves favorites. I think we were still a bit of underdogs coming into last season. But yeah, I think it's just, I mean, imagine being a City player right now, and you had such a bad season last season, and you're trying to hype yourself up, come up with a way that you can, and like you said, I think this really goes from, we're title contenders to now are we title favorites, and I think we could be.
Woo! Woo! I love the optimism. I'm going to hop to Birmingham quickly, where Mizgan's going to join us, hopefully, any minute now. Thiago's about to sign for Liverpool. I'm not going to say anything else. I just want your thoughts on it. Thiago signing for Liverpool. Give me your immediate reaction to that news when it came out this morning.
It's fully hyped, mate. Fully hyped. I was seeing a couple of days back, I was chatting to my cousin who's also a Liverpool fan. We were like laying it down a bit. We're like, yeah, okay, it's not going to happen. Let's see what are the other options we could find inside our squad. We're talking about how we could give game time to Curtis Jones and all. And then I woke up this morning, and then everybody on the WhatsApp group and all this saying, oh, okay, it's Thiago Thursday.
Thursday, Thiago. Final question before I let you go. How much have you watched of Thiago? Because I know there's a lot of hype, obviously. There's a lot of people watching videos and things online. How much have you specifically watched of him, and what do you think he's going to add to Liverpool that Liverpool maybe don't already have, or maybe have improved by signing him?
One thing I would point out with Thiago is, I think with Thiago we can change the system. I think without Thiago, Klopp was a little susceptible changing from 4-3-3 to 4-2-3-1. Mm-hmm. I think with the likes of Thiago and Fabinho playing as a double pivot, he can then include Minamino or Firmino as a number 10 and then play a striker, or play both Minamino and Firmino as a 10 and a half 9.
Huge encouraging signing for Liverpool. Final word on Thiago. I'm going to give it to you because you're the last fan that we've had on. Anything you want to say, just go for it.
Number 7, baby. It's coming home again.
Love that. Thank you so much, man. The hype is real. Thiago to Liverpool is basically done. Apparently, we'll get confirmed tonight or tomorrow. I'm going to give my 2 cents on it in a second. I'm just going to read through the chat. First of all, thank you all for watching this. Going to do another transfer special tomorrow, I think, when Bale's confirmed. There's also a ton of other stuff going on tomorrow. But here we go with the chat. People just gasped, basically. Everyone's saying Thiago Hendo Fab is going to be fire. In the words of Van Dijk, fire. think that's how he says it. He's gonna, if he ever watches, disgraced at that impression of his. The hype is real. My quick 2 cents on this Thiago deal. First of all, it's incredible business from Liverpool because there's been all this thing about COVID. Liverpool said they cannot spend, and now they've bought the one man that Jurgen Klopp wanted. Probably the one player that I think actually can improve Liverpool's first 11, because there was all this talk about Coutinho, and I backed Coutinho. I love Philippe Coutinho, but he doesn't fit into the system that well. Thiago fits into the system like a glove. He's literally the most perfect midfielder Liverpool could have bought. A progressive midfielder. He's got so much variation to his passing game. He can break lines through 1 or 2 passes or just one direct pass. And he's an absolute demon on the ball as well. He can get past players. But one of the biggest things I'd say about Thiago that people don't talk about enough is he is exceptionally good at reading the game, and he's exceptionally good at breaking an opposition's counter-attack or breaking opposition's play. That probably was developed when he was playing under Pep, and that is something that I think Klopp will love, because the problem with, I guess the slight problem with Naby Keita that people have alluded to a little bit is that his defensive output isn't that great. So what that might allow now there's a little bit of a not so hot, pretty cold take. Maybe it might affect Keita, that we might see Keita play less or dip out of the side in and out because Thiago's in. I'm not too sure about that. I think Thiago now could be the license for Keita to actually go and play further on where he wants to play. Keita, Fabinho in a double pivot is dirty, but Jordan Henderson as well is there as well. We cannot forget that. There is our captain is still there. But I think on the point of Thiago Alcantara, if you haven't watched a lot of this guy, the one biggest thing I would say is you could look across Europe, and the biggest reason Liverpool didn't sign Timo Werner is because of that. The sort of thing that he can't play every single week because of that front three. Thiago can actually come in and play every single week for this side, and that is massive encouragement for Liverpool. A lot of people talk about his injury record. He actually played, I believe he played just over 30 games last season, so I think the injury thing, you can talk all day. He's also not the player that's going to be like a Lallana who comes in and burns himself out and then is injured for a while. He will stay fit in this system. Liverpool will now have a midfielder that can break lines, which for every single Liverpool fan is an absolute pleasure, because sometimes we do play sideways passes a little too often, so that direct ball in behind will be a delight to watch. And the one I'm thinking of is the one in the Champions League final where he picks it up, spins, and kills 4 defenders. But he does that week after week, game after game, moment after moment. He's got it in the back pocket all day. I'm curious to see where else Liverpool improve. Maybe another forward comes in as an option. I imagine Brewster goes. There's talk about Ox going. I hope Wijnaldum stays. It's a massive bonus if you can keep Wijnaldum and Thiago. And a lot of questions on what my midfield three would be for Liverpool for the rest of the season. It's got to be Thiago. I'd put in Fabinho and I'd go Henderson. But Naby, it really depends if Naby can stay injury-free, and then I don't know what happens with Henderson, but he's the captain, so it makes it a little bit difficult. But Henderson's better playing a bit further on. Fabinho sitting deeper is a lot better. Ismail Assar has been linked as well. And the big question I think on everybody's mind is, does this swing the title in Liverpool's favour? I'm going to give my hottest take right now. Liverpool now are favourites for the title as it stands, because Manchester City haven't made a signing of that calibre. And it would have changed had they bought in Leo Messi. They didn't bring in Leo Messi. They didn't bring in, they haven't bought in a world-class talent. They bought in Ferran Torres and Nathan Ake. That officially puts Liverpool as favourites for the title. That's my hottest take.